Recording live from the Northeast Georgia Business RadioX studio, this is Northeast Georgia Business Radio presented by Regions Bank. Start building your financial confidence at Regions Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing member. Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Northeast Georgia Business Radio. I'm your host, Tom Sheldon. And yeah, we're coming to you live from the beautiful Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County. I have with me a great guest. Before we meet her real quick, a big thank you to our associate sponsor, Bottom Line Tax Solutions. Are you paying too much in taxes? You probably are. Back to the show. With me today, the founder of the Josephine Boswell Foundation, Kassandra Boswell. Welcome to the Northeast studio.
Thank you.
Is it Kassandra or Kassandra?
It's Kassandra.
It is Kassandra?
Yep.
Okay. You know, it's one of those things. You say the name 100 times, and then when you go to say it, it's Boswell. You know, one of those deals.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't like messing up names.
Yeah. I think it's 50-50. So
is it really?
Yeah, I've met probably a handful of them in my life, and some people really love Kassandra. They think that it sounds a little bit more sophisticated, and it may, but yeah. I like Kassandra.
Well, Sandra is spelled the same way, I guess, technically.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just a podcast host and a producer. I just listen to things.
That's funny.
The Josephine Boswell Foundation.
Yes.
Now, you share a similar name with that. You are the founder / president of that foundation.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that is a foundation that we started at the beginning of this year, 2024. I believe that we got the articles of incorporation around March. And it is named after my daughter. Her name's Josephine Boswell, and she actually passed away in in July of 2023. So this foundation is created in her honor to kind of, as we say, be the change she would have been in this world.
Now, how did we lose her?
So great question. We don't know. She, on July 13th, I put her down for the night. She wasn't feeling all that great that morning, put her down for the night. And when I went to check on her about 45 minutes later, as all of us parents do when we have small children, she was unfortunately unresponsive. And there were no signs. They just don't know. So it was considered SUDC, which sudden unexplained death in childhood. So it was categorized as that. And basically what that means is there's no known cause. It's not cancer. It's not an infection. It's not, any of the numerous ways that children pass away.
The child just stops breathing?
Correct. Exactly.
It's not suffocation. The child just does not breathe.
She was 27 months old. So she was past the age where SIDS is a concern,
right? Past
the age where they see children honestly just stop breathing,
right?
And they don't know.
But now this does happen.
It does happen. So they say, based on my understanding, long story short, in the U.S., about 420 children died in the year of 2021, which is the last year they have data.
Well, sure, yeah, it's behind, sure.
Exactly.
So 400-ish kids.
400-ish kids die in the U.S. per year.
Yeah. Now, this is a worldwide thing?
Mm-hmm. It is. There's actually a couple. I know that there's an arm of the SUDC Foundation in the UK.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure what their stats are, but I know the U.S. Solely is about 400 children every year.
But now there is ongoing research for this.
Yeah. So once she passed away, a couple weeks later, they connected me, some of my grief groups connected me with the SUDC Foundation. And this foundation is a nonprofit as well. And basically they provide all sorts of support for people going through this. They provide support for grandparents, for aunts and uncles, for obviously bereaved parents. And one of their arms of their organization is medical research. So basically they have a board of physicians, a board of medical personnel that they do their own studies into the causes. I think they just released, based on what I remember, they just released in August the latest medical study results, which say that there could be a connection between febrile seizures and SUDC.
Seizures.
Exactly. So the problem with febrile seizures is, and not to get into too much detail, but in the autopsy, there's no evidence of a seizure.
Right.
When you have a seizure, your brain misfires, essentially. Mm-hmm. You experience the seizure episode, and then there's no evidence. There's no chemical that's released, et cetera, et cetera. So they have no idea. What they've done is they've studied video footage. millennial parents, you've heard of the Owlet baby monitor, right? So they have
No, I haven't, but yes, I have now.
the Owlet baby monitor. Basically, you put it on your child's foot and it monitors the oxygen level, your O2 level, and your heart rate, your beats per minute. They have come out with a video camera that actually also feeds into the same app software on your phone. And so you can just video monitor as well as monitor your O2 and your heart rate. They've gotten some video evidence or video footage of a few of these children's deaths, studied those, and it looks like every single one of them, they had a febrile seizure first.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we don't know what causes that.
No, they think febrile seizures are caused by spikes in temperature.
Oh, wow.
Just basically a super active immune system response to a virus, a bacteria, et cetera, but they're just not sure. 99% of febrile seizures are completely safe. So when you go to the doctor, when you go to the pediatrician, the doctor will say, do not worry about it. Febrile seizures are 100% safe. This is the first time it's been linked.
I guess it depends on when you have them.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I'm sorry you lost your baby.
Thank you. She was amazing. She was extraordinary. She was, we called her the tyrant baby and then the tyrant toddler.
Yeah.
As she got older, she was lovely. So pretty devastating. It destroyed my husband and I for sure.
I can imagine. Wow, where do I go with the interview on now? Tell me more about the research and the foundation. They actually reached out to you, did they not?
Sure, yes. So they reached out, well, if I remember correctly, and again, this was a pretty horrible time in my life.
Well, yeah,
so
it
my
might be
memory
a
is
bit foggy.
trash.
We'll let you have that.
Yeah, thanks. So if I remember correctly, somebody had mentioned in one of my grief groups, hey, what happened to Josephine sounds like what happened to my child.
Right.
What I have been doing is I've been chatting with people at the SUDC Foundation, definitely reach out to them. And then the next thing I remember, there was an email message between me and the woman at the SUD. I think it's called Advocacy Services Group. And she was lovely, and she offered some assistance and to send us a package that has, grief resources and all sorts of. There was some books, a book for mom and a book for dad about grief and about bereaved parents. And they were both amazing books. I remember the book that they sent me. It was talking about how it's not your fault. Right? Mom guilt. I was there when it happened.
Well, you would think there'd be some.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
normal. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so they were great. It seemed like they thought of everything. They had some books for us. They had a pamphlet of information, and they have support groups everywhere, both virtually and in person, depending on where you live. And so they were incredibly helpful. And so what I found out, what I realized coming out of the fog of grief is I wanted to do something. Right. I wanted to do something to help my community, one, and the SUDC Foundation. So what we did was we created this nonprofit, the Josephine Boswell Foundation, and we've got 3 missions. The first mission is to provide financial assistance to the SUDC Foundation for their medical research, because, of course, at the core of this is a deep seated desire to not have anybody else experience what me and my husband have experienced. Right. We've got to figure out what is causing this. And the only way we can do that is to study the people who have experienced this. We raise money to support the SUDC Foundation in all of their efforts and their medical studies. The second leg of our mission is to provide quality childcare for my community. We all know that childcare is getting so expensive.
Big money.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, and so it is so expensive. And so what we want to do is, as things get more expensive, we want to help people. We want to help families just get good quality childcare, but also take the financial weight of childcare off them just a little bit. And then the third leg of our organization, which we are still in the process of creating, is a community support group for bereaved parents. What I've noticed is there were a lot of national support I could find. There wasn't a lot of regional support.
Nothing local.
Exactly.
Well, it's rare.
Correct. So what I want to do is, even if it is just an online based where we hop on Zoom calls or Microsoft Teams calls or whatever once a month or every 6 months or whatever, just some sort of support group for parents who've gone through what we've gone through.
Gotcha. Kassandra, we're going to take a real quick break, get in a community partner, and then I want to hear all about those 3 ways that you're going to make a change.
Sure.
One of our great community partners is Leads Near Me, your digital marketing agency for auto repair. Known for their ability to effortlessly increase car count, Leads Near Me combines years of experience, proprietary Google ads, and a thirst for getting better every day, helping auto repair companies grow their shops. Visit Leads Near Me, that's Leads with an A, nearme.com. And while you're at it, visit our new website, negabrx.com, to see all our great community partners. Kassandra, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Good. Hey, what were we talking about? We're talking about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we were talking about the mission and the three legs.
The three legs of the foundation. I got to hear all about that.
Yeah, what I do want to focus on right now is honestly what the aspect that we've really grown and we've exponentially since we just started this. I mean, it's November now. We started in March. That's 8 months ago.
8 going on 9, yeah.
Yeah, we have really, this has taken off. It's the scholarship foundation, the scholarship aspect of the mission. So basically what we do is we vet daycares. The first step is to find a quality daycare. And so really what we do is we vet these daycares, making sure, they have all their registrations, their licenses, their training, they have a curriculum, they have a way of notifying the parents very quickly through like an app-based notification. And it's fabulous to me to know what's going on with my child. I get picture updates. I got, food updates, how much of her lunch she ate, all of that stuff that makes me feel like I know what's going on in my child's life.
So you've set standards
yes,
that you're expecting a daycare to live up to.
Correct.
And you found one.
Correct.
More in the future, hopefully?
Yes, exactly. So that is something we are trying to do is we're trying to get in touch with reputable daycares that can then be vetted and meet those standards. And I'm sure 99% of them already do. Basically, what we do for the scholarship is we take applicants in. We try to do it at the beginning of the school year just to do from, school start to school end.
Right.
And we take them in and we find families that are in need and we create the scholarship where they actually we pay for 1 week of every month of their scholarship.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
So the parent is still responsible for, 75% of the charges, but 25% can absolutely, that's a leg up. That's a night out at the movies. There's something fun.
Well, it's food on your table.
It's food on your table. It's anything, anything that these parents, need or want in regards to their children. So that being said, so that's what we do. We do 1 week of every month for 12 months. And then
for a whole year.
For a whole year.
How about that? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Yeah. And so basically and then we obviously, once that expires, we'll then take additional applicants and we'll expand as we can. I mean, luckily, this is a really scalable type of scholarship and it's really providing just a little bit of relief. We've had single parents who are going to school who are like, I am graduated in 2 years. I just need a little bit of help.
Right.
We've had a single father. He's a vet and he has 2 little girls and he wrote us and we chatted and basically, he makes just over the threshold for subsidized daycare. And so that's a perfect candidate, right?
Yeah.
This man gave back to our country. He's, raising 2 little girls. These girls are loved. They actually went to daycare with Josephine and he just needs a little bit of help because he makes just over that threshold, which is, I'm sure, so frustrating.
Oh, I imagine so.
He's working his butt off and just needed a little bit of help. So
we've set up a scholarship program.
Yeah, we set up a scholarship.
Some of the funds from the foundation go to research.
Correct.
That's awesome. What was the third leg?
The community of support for bereaved parents. And we have not created. It's one of our missions.
That's in the process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we have to create. There's a lot of technological back end stuff we have to do.
Oh, of course.
So
to do it right.
Exactly.
You want to do it once.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. And so we have to create a forum and all the all of that. I guess IT background on our website, and we haven't done that yet. But that is our long or short term goals. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Now you've got something coming up. I hear it's called an annual fundraiser.
Yes.
It's not a gala.
It is not. So it's a fundraising event.
It's an event.
And we've got actually 2. We've got one in process as we speak. It's called the Year of Giving fundraiser. So basically, it's for businesses to sponsor. So basically, it's $250 for each company to sponsor a month of daycare for next year, for 2025. And we've actually gotten 9 companies so far, so we have 3 spots left.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Really excited
Very
about that.
nice. Very nice.
Basically what you're doing is you're sponsoring a child's daycare for that month.
Yeah.
That pretty much covers all of those costs. So $250, which is not a lot of money, and I'm really excited that we've gotten it to that cost point. And basically what we'll do, we'll give you some shout outs. We'll, send some.
Well, there's some advertisement that comes with it. Basically.
Correct. Exactly.
So it is an advertising expense.
Correct.
Wink, wink.
Yes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That's right.
But we also will give you a certificate to hang in your window and say, I'm a proud sponsor of the Josephine Boswell Foundation. Here's the link. We're doing great things in our community, and I'm part of that. So your business will be part of that change.
Very cool.
For 2025, we are planning a big fundraising event, and this will be kind of an expo festival where everybody, businesses and daycares can come out and advertise, and basically we'll have very kid-friendly, of course. Everything we do is very kid-centric. We'll have probably, maybe like a bounce house or something like that for the kids, things to, businesses to sell their wares to different families. But also, if you're a family and you're shopping around for a daycare, come out. We'll have different daycares for you to look at. We'll have vetted them, of course. And you can really talk to the owners and the front staff.
Some quality time.
Exactly. And they'll be able to advertise their business, but also you'll be able to, as a parent who really wants to find a good quality daycare, you'll be able to come out. So that is what we are trying to do, and we're putting together as we speak.
Is there an idea where that's going to be? You said North Georgia.
It's North Georgia, but we haven't.
You Savannah people consider everything above I-20 North Georgia.
Well, I mean, it is, is it not?
Well, no, it's not. So South Fulton is not North Georgia.
So we are trying to do it in the Brazelton area.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I got you.
In
West Jackson, for those scoring at home. Well, now West Jackson and Blairsville, that can be a big difference.
Yeah, no,
or
you're
Blue Ridge
right.
or LJ. I mean, that's Sorry,
yes. No,
giving you a hard time, Savannah girl.
No, you're fine. So basically, we're looking at Brazelton locations, and that's where we are. Unfortunately, we haven't nailed down a location.
I got you. Well, you got time. Is there an ideal win?
We're thinking summertime.
Next summer.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
So the deadlines.
If this is going to be kid friendly, then you probably want to do it when the kids are out of school.
Right. Exactly.
We want them to be a part of it.
Correct. Exactly. So we're hoping a really great day of family fun, but also some one-stop shop for your research for your daycare and your
absolutely.
Kid-centric companies and things of that nature.
I got you.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Good food, good fun.
Feed the people, entertain the people. That's all they want.
And
I'm telling you, we're really simple animals. We make it harder than we have to.
Exactly.
We really are simple. Website. What's the website? Social media website?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have all the social medias. We have the Instagram. We have Facebook. And then our website address is jbfdn.org. So Josephine Boswell Foundation, jbfdn.org. If you just search for Josephine Boswell Foundation on Instagram, Facebook, or just Google it, you'll find us. Our
there.
Colors are purple and gray. So
Purple and gray,
because purple was her favorite color.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell this story. It always makes us chuckle. So when she was in daycare, she was doing an arts and crafts project where she had to do paint handprints of her teeny tiny little hands. And I think it was given to us on some sort of holiday, whatever. Mm-hmm. They make all sorts of little things that we still save because we're parents. So they said to pick out your two favorite colors. And she picked purple and lavender. And so we, of course, joked. We were like, so purple and purple. Got it.
Well, Kassandra, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Give the website one more time.
Yeah, it's jbfdn.org.
A lot of letters there.
Yeah.
jbfdn.org.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. They're going to play my music. Then they make me rap. Yeah, they're horrible people.
Thank you.
Kassandra, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Folks, check out the Josephine Boswell Foundation, jbfdn.org. And look forward to that Expo Festival thing next summer. It's going to be a good time. I'm Tom Sheldon. We'll talk to you soon.
Savings goals keeping you up at night? Let a Regions banker help you build a Regions Green Print Plan, a free financial roadmap personalized for what matters to you. Start building your financial confidence. Visit Regions.com to find a branch near you. Regions Bank, member FDIC.